You're not settling because your standards are too low. You're settling because your nervous system is dysregulated. And that exhausted feeling you get after socializing, that's not introversion. That's your life force leaking into spaces that aren't aligned with your authentic energy. Everyone's telling you to know your worth and to speak up, but no one's telling you how to get your nervous system on board with that plan. Today, I'm going to share with you what actually works. Not theory, not fluffy affirmations, the exact 3-month process that took me from people pleaser to psychologically precise. 2 years ago, I was Googling how to be low maintenance at 3 a.m. when my body literally ached for deeper connection. I had perfected the art of saying, I'm fine, while my soul screamed for something more. I could read a room and adjust my energy faster than anyone. It made me likable, but it was killing me slowly. Every self-help book told me to set boundaries, but when I tried, my heart would race, my voice would shake, and I'd end up apologizing for having needs at all. The problem wasn't my technique. It was my nervous system's programming. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your attempt to stop settling haven't worked, and the 3-step process to reclaim your power at the cellular level. Part 1 is nervous system programming. Your body keeps the score, which is a great book if you haven't read it already. But if you grew up feeling like love was conditional, maybe you got attention when you were helpful, became invisible when you had needs, or were dismissed when you expressed anger, your body learned that safety equals smallness. So when you try to speak up now, your nervous system essentially says, danger! Asking for what you need leads to rejection before. Let's avoid doing that. That's why all the boundary setting advice feels impossible. It's not a mindset issue, it's biological. The solution isn't becoming more assertive. It's healing the root programming through what I call the embodied boundaries, the art of saying yes and no from deep cellular truth and not fear. Section 2, the power leaks. Most women are hemorrhaging power in ways that they don't even realize. It happens when you text back immediately, even when you're busy, over-explain your no, which is something that I am still working on, taking on an emotional labor that isn't yours, scanning environments consistently for approval, and apologizing for taking up space. These aren't just bad habits, they're power leaks, and collectively they're draining your life force. I once calculated I was spending 14 hours a week managing other people's emotions. That's a part-time job disguised as being supportive. Your power isn't something you find, it's something you stop giving away. Part 3, the 3-month reset. Here's what actually works. The 21-day nervous system reset. Each morning for 21 days, place your hand on your heart and repeat, I am safe to take up space. I am safe to have needs. I am safe to be fully seen. Sounds simple, I know, but try it for 3 days. That physical discomfort that you'll feel, that's your nervous system recalibrating. The sacred pause practice. Implement the 24-hour pause for any request that isn't life or death urgent. Before saying yes, ask yourself, does this align with my energy? Am I saying yes from excitement or obligation? What am I afraid will happen if I say no? The first time I did this, I almost had an anxiety attack, but by day 7, I realized that most emergencies weren't emergencies at all. They were other people's lack of planning disguised as my responsibility. The energy audit. For 21 days, track your energy levels 3 times daily. When you drop significantly, identify what person, activity, or thought preceded the drain. This isn't just journaling, this is reconnaissance. You're gathering intelligence on where exactly your power is leaking. When you stop settling, you don't become mean, you become magnetically precise. You're not raising your standards, you're aligning with your truth. You're not pushing people away, you're drawing in true matches. I used to think power meant becoming harder, colder, and more cutthroat. But true power feels like exhaling, like saying, this is who I am, without the need for approval or explanation. It looks like calling a friend and saying, I can't talk today, I need some rest, without the 10-minute explanation or apology. It looks like asking for a raise because you know your worth, not because you're desperate to prove it. It looks like texting back tomorrow because today is yours. Your nervous system can be reprogrammed. Your energy can be reclaimed. Your power was never lost, just temporarily assigned to people and situations that weren't yours to manage. Your transformation starts when you stop waiting for permission to be yourself. You are not too much. You are not too hard to love. You're exactly as expansive as you were created to be. If this message resonated with you, hit subscribe because this is just the beginning of your power reclamation journey. In the comments, tell me what's one permission you're ready to stop asking for. Your courage might be exactly what another woman needs to hear today. And if you're ready for the 3-month transformation, check the link out in my description for the complete power reclamation blueprint that is in a post up on my website. Remember, you're not settling because you're weak. You're settling because you're working with outdated programming, and that can be changed starting today.